All right. So because of all the absences, we have a relatively unique challenge in front of us right now, which is to have a Socratic seminar with 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 people, which is pretty fun. We have the themes for the first chapters. What I've done here is taken some of the discussion questions that are emerging in the first 3 chapters, and the answers to these questions will certainly evolve. Like, for example, does Nick see himself as part of the rich crowd? I think in chapter 3, there's a very different answer there than perhaps later on in the book, although you may disagree. But you guys know how this works. Where do you want to start? Zach?
You said involving questions.
Yeah. So
I have an involving question.
You have a question on your own?
Yeah, I think it's like chapter 2 or chapter 3. It's asking why does Gatsby have such great big parties? And then the first everyone's like it's to show off and everything, or just to prove that he's got a lot of money. But in chapter 4, there's a quote: "You see, I actually find myself among strangers because I drift here and there, trying to forget the sad thing that happened to me." Page 71 through 72. That's why Gatsby throws his parties.
Love the reference to that quote. Let's take a look at it. It's page 71 and 72.
Very bottom, 71.
And this is in chapter 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit ahead, but I like it. It's good enough. "I'm going to make a big request of you today," he said, pocketing his souvenirs with satisfaction. "So I thought," is that the one? "So I thought you ought to know something about me. I didn't want you to think I was just some nobody. You see, I usually find myself among strangers because I drift here and there, trying to forget the sad thing that happened to me." He hesitated. You'll hear it. You'll hear about it this afternoon. Who's he talking to right here?
Nick.
And what do you think the sad thing that happened to him is?
Losing Jordan.
Losing Jordan playing?
I was going to say on page 70, he's having a conversation with Nick, looks like, and he says, "My family all died, and I came into a great deal of money."
Okay.
I feel like that might be the sad thing.
That could be kind of sad.
Well, no, because you're going to find out about it, so you already know what happened.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, that's interesting. So that's a little bit crazy, right? Gatsby says, "My family all died, and I came into a good deal of money." And yet there's another sad thing that he says you'll find out this afternoon. So there has to be a sad thing that's happened to him outside of my family all dying. Except if it were me, that would be probably the most sad thing. But maybe not for Gatsby. So Zach, let's get back to your original question. What is the motivator for Gatsby throwing these extravagant parties? Why does he do it? What do you think, Chandler? If you had all this money, would you throw parties like Gatsby? No, why not?
Costs too much money
Cost too much money?
to have parties every night like that. Just have shipments of just about like everything coming in.
What about you, Cam? If you had Gatsby's money, would you throw parties like that?
Maybe he ain't got nothing else to do with his money.
Say again?
Maybe he ain't got nothing else to do with his money.
He doesn't have anything else to do with his money? Okay. What about you, Bree?
No, because the people that surround him are like, I'm crazy.
Yeah.
They don't deserve the party.
Yeah, who are the people that come to his parties? That's a really good point.
Freeloaders.
Freeloaders.
They've used him for his money. And
Drunks. How do people behave at this party?
They get drunk, they fight, they cuss, they scream, they yell.
What happened at the end of chapter 3?
Guy ran
Oh,
off in
right.
his car.
Who was it, by the way?
The drunk, the
Allied
man.
The Allied man. Yeah, we got this weird Allied dude. again, coming up. What do you guys make of this character? What do you think about it?
Squirrel trying to
Squirrel's trying to come join the party? We don't have,
It was legitimately like staring in the window.
yeah. Just excited about Sunrise on Friday. I don't blame him. Let's talk about this owl-eyed guy for a little bit.
I'm confused why he's called owl-eyed. I mean, why couldn't he be called eagle-eyed, hawk-eyed? I mean, owls.
Because owls are awesome. Let's just leave it at
Owls
that.
are like,
Sure.
they're not, I mean, they're more, I won't say nocturnal, but they're out at night more than they are during the day, but even then, they see during the deepest, darkest crevices. So, I mean, it's like they see anything and everything they want. It's like an eagle, they can be 500 feet above you, and they can still spot a mouse in the middle of the field. It's like this owl-eyed man sees anything and everything that happens when everyone else doesn't.
Say that last part again.
He sees anything and everything like
Okay.
everyone else doesn't.
One,
Yeah.
that was more elaborate than I thought.
Great.
you know they say like drunk people show their true colors when they're drunk.
Okay.
Maybe he sees something in Gatsby that everybody else doesn't.
Maybe the
Like
owl-eyed.
lots of books, like he reads or something like that.
The owl-eyed man has a unique relationship with Gatsby.
He sees something in Gatsby that everybody else doesn't.
Okay, I like that idea. Yeah, I think the owl-eyed man is weird for a reason. What distinguishes, going off of these two ideas, what distinguishes owl eyes from other birds' eyes? I think that's an interesting question you raised. Why did he call him an owl-eyed man and not some other kind of... He could have chosen different animals to achieve the same effect, right? So what is it about an owl? What comes to mind?
Owl's eyes are bigger.
Owls' eyes are big.
They're sweet and loving.
Are they?
I don't know.
What do I know about owls? I know they hunt at night.
Rebecca's the owl person
know.
over here.
All I know about owls is their eyes are slightly creepy.
Their eyes are slightly creepy. Their head can turn
Yeah, I was gonna
around,
say that.
right? Their head, which actually sort of connects to Bree's point a little bit. Maybe
Their heads can
this-
really do that?
Mm-hmm.
their head, yeah, their
I
head.
thought that was just on TV. I didn't know they really could.
Yeah.
Ew.
Ew, that's cool. I wish my head could turn around.
No, no.
Be awesome. Can you imagine how many more cell phones I would
I
catch?
thought that was just on
That'd be
cartoon.
great.
I thought that was just on cartoon.
Oh, they can. So, but I think that can connect, oddly enough, to what Bree was saying. That this owl-eyed man he can see things that other people can't. Because owls can see things that other birds can't. And certainly owls can see things that people can't.
Just the owl-eyed man makes me think as if he's like another character of Gatsby, just in his own fashion. Like, it seems almost as if the owl-eyed man appreciates the little things in life, especially all the special things like the books.
Mhm.
They're special, classic, or whatnot, and he wouldn't cheat them out or anything. It's just they're real, and he appreciates that. But he said in the book that he's been drunk for like a few weeks or a few months straight, and he's trying just then to sober up. It's like, I guess it's like that's Gatsby's way, or it's in a form of how Gatsby gets away from the lonely things in life by throwing big parties. Maybe he's trying to get away from something too, but we don't know yet.
How does Gatsby behave at these parties?
Civilized.
Calm.
Calm,
It's
civilized.
weird. It's like this big party, this big party. He did not.
Okay, so we had a discussion a little while ago about if you had the money, would you throw the parties at Gatsby? Let's see a show of hands. Who would throw parties like Gatsby does if they had that kind of money? Okay. Some people, okay. Who would behave like Gatsby behaves at that party that they throw?
No.
Nobody.
Nobody.
He probably behave like that because he's so used to having all the parties.
He's so used to it? Nice. So, like, the thrill of the thrill of acting wild that doesn't appeal to him anymore?
Because he's so used to having so many parties, and probably just not fun.
Very smart. Yeah, I mean, I think when Gatsby comes in and talks to Nick for the first time, Kristen.
Earlier, he said that when his family died, that he inherited like a lot of money. So I guess like the reason why he doesn't act all wild is because maybe his parents have had parties like that before, and he knew how to act to them now.
So he's always had that kind of money, and he's just sort of grown up around these parties.
Maybe.
Because his family had, yeah, he said, my family died and I came into a lot of money. Okay. I wonder if, I don't want to sort of give a ton of stuff away here, but you're making the assumption that he came into a lot of money because